Right-wing influencer Candace Owens continues to spread her unique ideas surrounding the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Now, last month, Owens claimed to have discovered Egyptian planes that she says were following and surveilling Kirk up to the day of his death. On Tuesday, she said on her podcast that she believes these planes may have also been tracking Charlie Kirk's wife, Erika.
When it comes to these Egyptian flights, the math on this is indisputable. There is less than a 0.0000000001% probability, okay, under random distribution models that these Egyptian planes coincidentally landed around Erika at these times. Like I said, this plane was not just with her in America, it was also tracking her overseas as well. I flagged this because I was alarmed because I thought it was tracking Charlie, and I am telling you that this plane, in addition to Charlie, and primarily actually was tracking Erika.
Okay. After Kirk was shot, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson was arrested and charged with his murder, but Owens has repeatedly said that she does not believe Robinson was the killer. She said that he's involved, but is not the killer. In a recent interview with CNN, she accused the FBI of creating fake messages showing Robinson confessing to the crime.
Owens has also been taking aim at Turning Point USA, the nonprofit founded by Kirk. The other day, she presented her list of lies that she says have been spread by Turning Point, one of the biggest of which has to do with Kirk's support of Israel. Take a look.
Another lie. Charlie never blinked in his support for Israel. Offender Josh Hammer, Bibi Netanyahu, insert Zionist here, many Zionist, Christian Zionist influencers as well. That turned out to be a big lie, an unnecessary lie.
Oh, Candace.
You know what I appreciate? I appreciate the commitment when she wants to go deep dive on something. Everybody else has went to a different topics about a subject. She's just gonna go for months on end. And so even the new news about the Egyptian planes, that's out of left field. I was like, wow. It's almost like if you believe
Very
in
characteristic of her.
If you believe in extraterrestrial life and then you don't,
I don't.
you watch enough about it, then you will be like me.
But you do believe it.
That's what I said. You'll believe it. You watch enough about it.
Well,
I mean, I actually
maybe
I
the
want to hear
aliens
her
were
out.
involved in the assassination. Then, I'm happy to hear her out, but she never presents any evidence for the insane things that she says, and we're laughing because it's funny, but it's actually despicable what she's doing. She is suggesting that Erika Kirk or Turning Point USA or both were involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. That is what she has come this close to saying repeatedly on X in her commentary. She's come very close to saying it. Other people, that Ian Carroll guy who sometimes fills in for her on her show, he has come very close to saying that explicitly, to blaming Israel for the death as well. It's Israel, it's the Jews, it's Erika Kirk, it's Turning Point USA. No, it isn't. We know who it is. It's the guy they arrested who confessed to it in his messages. She's like, oh, those are fabricated. What is the evidence they're fabricated, Candace? She has no evidence. She can't present any evidence for what she says. The killer has a leftist rationale. There's no conspiracy needed here to explain it. The killer was in a relationship with a transgender individual, was very mad about Charlie Kirk's views on transgender issues. This is the transgender killer that conservatives are always talking about. It is that. He's found with the weapon, fingerprints on the weapon. There's no missing puzzle pieces in this, except she just wants it to be about Israel or Erika Kirk or herself. They're trying to silence her. They're trying to keep her down. It's not all about you, girl.
She's somebody who describes herself as a journalist. Whether you agree with that or not is fine. But
that's what I'm saying. I describe myself as a
UFC
pink
fighter?
Spotted elephant or something.
Okay, but my point is, journalists, at the very least, maybe she takes some tendencies to do some research and looks into some stuff.
Right.
So naturally, she's not the only person that looked at those text messages and said, okay, a young Gen Z person is typing like a boomer, spelling out exactly what they're going to do. There were some questions raised around the messages, and not to say that it's not all valid. She's just like, okay, it happened so quickly.
They didn't sound real. They sounded absolutely real to me.
I'm just pointing out what other people were talking about, right? I don't really text too many young people. I mean, I do text some of my nieces and nephews, 14, and it's very much quick half words. So that was very much thoughtful and poetic. She's talking about insider proximity. Some people that she brought up.
People have shorter text. Did you see those? The Epstein emails. The way he writes his emails is insane to me. It's those one words, one word, lowercase, period. It's so weird that he writes that way. But I guess that's a boomer style of writing.
So maybe boomers and Gen Z type the same. But
yeah.
but insider proximity is what she's discussing. So she named some people like Charlie Kirk's pastor or his chief of staff. So she's not only talking about his wife or other, she's just saying within an organization, just like you have disarray when people pass away in a family, unfortunately, that there could be some infighting about what the messaging is moving forward. And she's saying they're not being clear about the truth is not the priority. The messaging might be the priority. And that's her concern about why she's looking into it. She's saying like spiritually, operationally, whatever, they're just trying to get a message out as opposed to just telling people the truth. And with somebody with a following as large as Charlie Kirk's was, and somebody who she did say she considered a friend, I think that she has all rights to continue to look into this, even if you think it's ridiculous. I think she just wants to know the answer. Sometimes people also just go crazy when they lose a friend.
Know the answer.
Sometimes people go crazy when they lose a friend and continue to dig in and try to find a different answer than the one they have.
I mean, she's
that's a valid, natural thing when people pass away.
About her, she's selectively been releasing messages she had with him to try to. I think it is so wrong, and I will criticize anyone doing this on the other side too, trying to say, oh no, he was so supportive of Israel. Here's our messages. No, he was so against. Look, the man is dead, and that is sad, and he can no longer share what his views are, and it is I think really gross for people to be like sharing the text messages they sent or things he said and say, see, this proves my case. I don't like that.
Agreed.
And I think people should stop doing that. And she's doing it as aggressively as anyone else. There's people on the pro-Israel side who've done it too, and I don't think they should do it either.
I agree that she shouldn't be doing that.
The man
and if
can't
she wants
speak
to
for
look
himself anymore.
Right, it's not for her to try to share her messages, but if she wants to review or comb through some organizational tensions that she feels may exist within Turning Points, as somebody who I'm assuming is aligned with or follows it in some ways and is one of the swath of America that thinks and aligns themselves with that organization, she's asking questions. And I don't think that's, I mean, she goes down a rabbit hole for sure about a variety of things that I don't agree with. But she can ask questions.
I think she should put up or shut up forever, because she is saying that a grieving widow, she's suggesting, maybe she hasn't
said that exact word. She's saying somebody in the organization. She pointed to the pastor, she pointed to his chief of staff. So even she's not saying that it's the grieving widow, you're using the most dramatic person in the organization, but there's several other people in leadership that may have
around Charlie Kirk may have had a hand in, been responsible for his death. And that is a very serious and dramatic thing. And then when you say, well, give me a shred of evidence that's the case. And she, well, I'm just asking questions. Then she retreats to it. Well, we're not allowed to talk about this. We're not allowed to wonder. Why do you want me silenced? Shut up. Just shut up. Just tell us what the evidence is or stop. That's what I want from her.
It's been a couple weeks now, so I think she could deliver some evidence or some breakthrough.
I
think she should. You're right. It has been a couple weeks to ask questions after you're grieving. If she's alleging that he was her friend, it's fine. But you're right. If you're going to keep pushing these dramatic claims, like just show what you're looking at that can be shared.
Yeah, I don't understand how anyone can take her seriously at all. Maybe someone can let me know. Send me an email. Let me know at robbie@idon'tcare@gmail.com.
Bill Maher clashed with Patton Oswalt on his podcast after saying that Democrats have, quote, gone too far left. Oof. We'll be right back.